Hello, everyone. If you like my new intro, just thought I'd change things up a bit, add some more stuff that's relevant to my channel. Like I said, this is third week in the month, so we're going to talk about essential oils. I'll give a little bit of time to get a few more people in here, and I'll talk about a little bit about what essential oils are, and then I'll talk about the oil that we're going to talk about tonight, and then I'll explain if you're interested what you can do. Okay? So let's see who's in here. Come on. Hello, Meg. Meg's the first one in. Quickly followed by Busby. How are you doing? We got Lily in here. And Tommy, welcome, welcome. Everybody saying hello to everyone else. Such a friendly community. Now I'm waiting. I got into essential oils about 3 or 4 years ago. Now, I like a lot of people. I'm skeptical, it's a lot of hoopla and whatever. And a friend of mine, we've been friends since like 1989, talked to me a little bit about it. I forget what issue I was whining about, complaining about. He goes, I'll send you some oils. And I'm like, okay. Sent me some oils. They ended up in the drawer. Completely forgot about them. Months, year later, whatever it was, I mentioned the same issue again. He goes, did you try the oils I sent you? Well, no. So he sent me a few more, and I tried them. Okay. And so he wanted to come down and do a class. We don't call them parties, we call them classes. So he came down and did a class for me and a few friends. And I said, okay, I'll sign up. I'll get a membership. And I tried some different oils. And I was like, oh, cool. This is pretty cool. I like them. And then he was saying, I was complaining about plantar fasciitis in my heels. And he was telling me different things to try, and I tried that. And then they have a supplement thing called Lifelong Vitality. And there's like 3 different things, the supplements. One is an omega-3. And so eventually I got them. I'll give them a try. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee on the supplements. Yeah. If I don't like them, if I don't see any difference, 30 days, I get my money back. Okay. I got the package on the Friday, so I took them Friday night. I take them twice a day, like Saturday morning, Saturday night, Sunday morning, Sunday night. Took them Monday morning. And Monday evening, I'm going upstairs and going, I'm not noticing as much pain in my heels. No, it's just in my head that I continued taking it. Within the month, there was such a significant improvement, so I stayed on that as long as I could. But, things went in the world and, couldn't afford them anymore. So I'm currently been a little inactive, which I want to get back up to that, but got to get a little bit ahead before I can order anything else. So this is my first step towards getting active again. Now, first thing I'm going to bring up, I'm going to share the screen, and I'll go through a little bit of what essential oils are, and then I'll talk about this oil. Share the screen here. I won't be able to see the comments, so be patient. Okay. Oops, that's not one. This is the one. I hope everybody can still hear me. I just noticed my shirt. I kind of named my little oil business, Spoil Yourself for Life. So my shirt, my little thing getting there. what can essential oils do for you? Well, they can help with respiratory health, skin care, aromatherapy, digestive health, emotional well-being, cleaning solutions, just to name a few. What is an essential oil? This picture depicts a peppermint leaf and a magnified many, many times, and you can see these little molecules on there, and that's where the scent and the oils are. So essential oil is a natural aromatic compound derived from the plants. It normally protects the plants, like from disease and predators, like bugs and stuff, or any kind of disease that may be in the air or in the earth. They're steam distilled or cold pressed from the leaves, flowers, roots, peels, grasses. These are so concentrated that they're 50 to 70% times more potent than the plant itself. And you need only 1 or 2 drops at the most. Essential oils are antibacterial, antiviral, and some of them are also antifungal. Now this picture here depicts a typical cell. Like it's just our cells have an oil membrane that helps keep stuff in or out. Viruses and toxins can penetrate that cell membrane and get within the cell. Bacteria, which is water-based, cannot get through that cell membrane. And likewise, antibiotics are water-based, and that's why they only work on bacterial infections, because water and oil don't mix, correct? So the water-based antibiotic cannot cross the cell membrane. However, essential oils, being an oil, can pass through that cell membrane too. And what happens is essential oils can't kill the virus, but what it can do is help stop it from replicating within the cells so that our bodies can naturally fight against the viruses. Oops. Yeah. Essential oils can be used aromatically, which we can inhale them through our mouth and nose. They can be used in a diffuser, and I'll show that in a bit. They can be used topically on the localized area of pain or injury, or they can be rubbed on the bottom of your feet. Some of them can even be used internally for digestive issues. They can be used in water, you can gargle or swallow, and they're use them in capsules. And I am referring to the company I work for, doTERRA, CPTG, or Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade Oils. There is no additives, there's no chemicals, there's no pesticides used in the production of doTERRA essential oils. And when they're used topically, they can be used neat, which means without diluting it. If people are sensitive or very young or very old, you may want to dilute with a carrier oil, and I'll show you those in a minute. And some of them must be diluted because they are considered a hot oil, like cinnamon and oregano and stuff like that, that can cause severe reaction if not diluted. Now, when we inhale the oils, the aroma from the oils, you can see in the top of the nasal cavity there are the olfactory nerves, and they're attached to the olfactory bulb, which goes directly, get to the next picture here, to the limbic system in the brain. Oops. And this is a diffuser, so this is one way you can diffuse them into the air. And when you're inhaling that, you can see where those olfactory bulbs and that only takes 22 seconds for those molecules to reach the brain. It takes 2 minutes, and the oils can be found in the bloodstream, and within 20 minutes, they can affect every cell in the body. And we were talking about the concentration. It takes 45 lemons to make 1 15 ml bottle of lemon oil. It takes 30 pounds of lavender flowers to make 1 15 ml bottle of lavender oil. And it takes 1 pound of peppermint leaves to make 1 15 ml bottle of peppermint oil. Our oils are sourced from all over the world. 80% of the oils come from third world countries. And our company gives back and helps these countries to how to source the oil, the product for the oils better, how to sustain the resources so they don't get depleted. They also give back to the communities, such as they've helped build schools, they've helped build clinics, they've helped them source clean water. It's through a company or an organization, part of the company called Healing Hands, and I'll maybe talk about that another one. Over the next several months, I'm going to talk about the top 10 oils and what they can do. And I got a few little verses here that I always chuckle at. Sometimes I look at oil concoctions and realize I'm one eye of spider or toe of frog away from being a witch. Not really, but we're not going to move. And then people will pop pharmaceutical pills with all sorts of known side effects without a problem, but offer them a natural solution and suddenly they become researchers. So let me get this straight. You eat fast food, drink neon sports drinks, and clean with toxic chemicals, but you're not sure about trying pure essential oils? Oops. Day without essential oils is like, just kidding, I have no idea. Let's see. So what's keeping you from trying essential oils? Okay, I gotta drop that down. There we go. I see myself now. Sorry, I had to have my notes. It's a little rusty, so I'll go back up here and catch up quickly. We talked to Tommy. Hello, Blaine. Yes, I can spice things up. Maybe that's what I should talk about in February. How they can spice things up. Hello, Mike. Hello, Crystal. Let's see. I'm chatting with Crystal about Q. Hello, Michelle. Oh, I'm glad you guys like them. So tonight, the specific oil I'm going to talk about is one of my favorites. I have several favorites, but this one is one of my favorites. It's peppermint oil. Oh, I got a guest in the basement.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh. Hello, beautiful people.
We got peppermint oil, and I love peppermint oil because it has so many different uses. Now, this is a 15 ml bottle. Is what this oil comes in. There are some kits where it comes in a smaller bottle, which is a 5 ml. This isn't.
So for our American friends, 15 ml is 1 tablespoon, and 5 ml is what, 1 teaspoon?
This is a tablespoon.
Okay.
This is a teaspoon.
Okay, that's why I just want to make sure.
This bottle has 85 drops in it.
That's a lot.
The 15 ml bottle has 250 drops. And when we talk about using essential oils, we're talking about you only use 1 or 2 drops. You don't use a whole conglomeration of oil.
Yep.
And like I will talk about, where'd my page go? You can Google the oils, like doTERRA, such oil, and you can find pages like this that will come up.
Nice.
And down here, where I showed the things that aromatic, topical, ingested, and then the sensitive, or the neat, sensitive, and dilute, each of those pages, or each of those symbols will be under here. And peppermint oil can be used aromatically, topically, or ingested. It is considered a sensitive oil, so if somebody's sensitive to the oils, it should dilute. So if you're going to use it topically, you would use a carrier oil, and a carrier oil can be I use fractionated coconut oil. Fractionated just means it's not going to turn into a solid below room temperature. Or you could use like grapeseed oil, almond oil, jojoba oil, any of those type of oils. So you
is that why those oils are so expensive? Because they don't firm up?
This bottle, I think, is only around, I think, $15.
So it's okay, it's not that bad.
But you could use the liquid, just the liquid coconut oil that you buy in the store. The liquid, not the. I just use this because it's the company and it's kind of a neat thing, and you can also order a pump bottle that goes on top, so you can just squirt it. You put some. If you're sensitive, you would put some of the carrier oil on first, and then you would put the peppermint oil. Peppermint oil can be used in cooking and baking.
Yeah.
Like 1 drop. I made peppermint cookies one year, and I got like 2 drops, and they were really minty. Use it to boost energy and alertness. You can freshen your breath with it. It helps with respiratory function. It has a lot of help with digestive aid. It helps with stomach upset, nausea, motion sickness, gassy and bloating after you've had a heavy meal. I don't know if anybody's tried it, but when you have a shot of, say, creme de menthe after you've had a heavy meal, it kind of helps settle your stomach.
Yeah.
So what it does, it eases and relaxes the gastrointestinal muscles, so things settle down. It's cooling. If you're hot, you're outside in the heat or summer, should have had more of it on the cruise. You can put a drop on, rub it in your hands, and put it on the back of your neck.
Yes.
And it has a cooling sensation that will help cool you down. Also, if you're ill and running a bit of a fever, it can help you too. If you're sensitive, or if you're using it on somebody very young or somebody very old, then you would dilute it really well with some carrier oil. You could rub it down the spine of a child if they're warm. Diluted, very diluted.
Yeah.
Would help. Yes, Lillian, it would help with sinus issues too.
Yep.
Or if that stage of life, us ladies, when we get a little warm, you do that.
And this still do you.
You put like 1 drop in your hands. And if I do a class, I put a drop in everybody's hand. You rub your hands together. And you don't put it right, because it really does clear your sinuses. You just kind of.
But see, mine is usually diluted, so that's why.
Hold it like that, and then you can rub the excess here on your neck. If you got tension and your head's starting to hurt a bit, you can rub it on the temples, keeping it back from the eyes. I made the mistake because as we get older, we get those little creases, and if it get too much, it tends to run. Yes, Busby, will help with flatulence too. You rub it here. You can rub it across the back of your neck where the tension headache coming on.
I'm pretty impressed by Bugsby's nice big words in English.
Flatulence. You can put it in a diffuser. It's uplifting.
Yeah.
It's that pick me up in the afternoon when you're starting to feel a little. I was driving from Toronto to London early one morning, and I didn't sleep all the night before, and I was starting to get that little groggy. So I had a little tiny sample bottle, and I reached over and grabbed it, drop it in the back of my hand. I'm doing okay, I'm awake. Drive along, kill a little. Okay, yeah, I'm still awake. But it picked me up in the afternoon.
It's better than a dead watermelon in your trunk. I'm just gonna say.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Also, it naturally repels insects and rodents. If you have a problem with spiders in your house, a spray bottle of water and some drops of the peppermint oil, shake it up, spray it in spots where the spiders like to congregate, or around the doors. I got a problem outside, so I spray it around the doors. If you
told me not to laugh.
If you have spots where the mice are getting in, say you got a little crack around a pipe or something like that.
Yeah.
But you want put some on a cotton ball, stuff it in there.
I'm like.
So peppermint comes in 15 ml bottle. There are some collections where they have it in a 5 ml, which is that one.
Oh, I don't have my bracelet. And you can put on those bracelets you made.
It comes in an enteric coated gel cap.
Nice.
And what that will do, the enteric coating will keep it from dissolving in your stomach. It won't dissolve till it gets down to your intestines. So if you need that to be help areas in your intestines, that will help there. There's also a beadlet, and what it has is like a third of a drop of the oil.
Oh, wow.
It's teeny tiny. Don't know if you see how tiny that is there.
Yeah.
You know, on the go, this is easy to keep in your purse or backpack or whatever. If you need something for your stomach, or you need to freshen your breath really quickly, you can pop this and swallow it, and it'll help with your stomach. Or you need to freshen your breath, you can suck on it or bite it, and what that. Oops. Now, the only thing with the beadlets, you got to make sure that your pets don't get them, because the coating does have the sweetener xylitol in it, which is toxic to pets. The other thing you can do with the when you have the drop in your hand, if you rub that, stick on the roof of your mouth, and you still get that blast of. You can put a couple drops in a shot glass of water, mix it up.
Yeah.
Rinse it in your mouth and swallow it. Then it helps with your digestive. It also freshens your breath. It also.
Can I just say, I like what Lillian said. My mom used to use peppermint extract for our colicky babies. It would work wonders. See?
Yeah. And like a baby is too young to ingest that, but you would dilute 1 drop in 2 teaspoons of a carrier oil, and you can massage that on the baby's belly.
Nice.
It also comes, I don't have one, but this is what they call a touch, would be the peppermint touch oil. And it comes in a roller ball thing. And with the touch oils, they are already diluted, and it has a roller ball on top, so you can just roll it right on. This one happens to be lavender, but it does come in that. And if you don't want the taste of it, but you want the effect of it, you can also order these empty veggie caps. They're not that big.
Yeah.
You pull them apart.
Okay.
You put your drops inside, put them together, and take it. You can't make them up ahead of time because it will eventually dissolve the gel cap.
Wow.
People are probably saying, well, how much does it cost? Well, it depends where you live. It also depends whether you choose to get a membership or not. Now, the 15 ml bottle I'll give you two prices for both US and Canada. The 15 ml bottle, retail in Canada, is $40. Remember, this is 250 drops, so it's going to go a ways.
Yeah.
Wholesale is $30. In the US, retail is $32, and wholesale is $24.
Wow. Way
Now,
cheaper.
retail means without a membership. Wholesale is if you get a membership.
Exactly.
I'll tell you about that in a second. The Touch Roller, Canada retails $26.67. Wholesale is $20. US retail is $21.33, and wholesale is $16.
The best thing ever, people. Best thing ever.
The enteric coated soft gels, and an adult would take, there's 60 in here. An adult can take one or two, and a child 8 and over can take one. Canadian retail is $32, wholesale is $24. US retail is $25.33, and wholesale is $19. And the beadlets, these little things, there is 125 beadlets in there. And like I said, but I've seen on the website, it's temporarily unavailable. It'll be back in eventually. They said don't keep it away from your pets because we don't want them to get it. Beadlets, it's $24 Canadian retail, $18 wholesale. US is, well, that's back. I'll have to look that up in a minute. Because I got 32 and 24, and it's like, it can't be more than Canada. Maybe I got that backwards.
Could
So
be. It could be.
I'll look that up. But now, what a membership is in Canada is $42 for a year. In the US, it's $35. After the year, you renew it, it's $30 in Canadian or $25 American. But also, when you renew it, you get a free bottle of oil. And currently, the free bottle of oil is a free bottle of peppermint oil.
So that's the cost of it,
So
technically.
you're getting a free oil, or you're getting just the membership. It's still, you're getting two for the price of one.
Exactly.
One more thing, and then we'll talk for a little bit. And then I will do a quickly little thing where it show you how to, if people are interested, how to go about looking into it. Yes, everything I'm talking about pretty much is about the peppermint. There are some general cautions for all the oils, like how they can be used and that. One caution: you do not put them in your eyes, in your ear canal, or inside your nose. You should say put them on your temples, and some gets into your eyes. Don't use water to wash it out. You would use a little bit of the carrier oil and rinse it out that way, and then you can rinse. After that's rinsed it out, then you can rinse, because oil and water don't mix. We talked about that already. If you have it on your skin and you're reacting to it, use the carrier oil to dilute it further to help clean that off. And then some of the oils, mainly the citrus ones, and if you get one of a citrus oil or an oil that says caution sun sensitivity, if they don't, put it on prior to going in the sun or tanning for 12 to 24 hours before, because you can burn easily.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I was looking something up on that, and shook my head because there's a lawsuit. A lady, she became a wellness advocate, so I thought she'd be better educated, because I learned in my training that you don't put citrus oils on prior to going in the sun. That would include tanning beds. She went into a tanning bed. She ended up getting between 2nd and 3rd degree burns in the areas where she had put oil
First
on.
of all, it's oil.
Yeah, she went within hours to a tanning bed after using a citrus oil. So the area she put that on, she got burns.
God, well,
it's like, okay. This one, I have this book too. It can be ordered online. I forget what company it is. It's not through doTERRA. It's called The Essential Basics. It has has all the oils pretty much in it. It's like top uses for peppermint oil: headaches and migraines, bad breath and hangover, asthma and sinusitis, decreasing milk supply, loss of sense of smell. I don't know if that would help during the sea or not, but that certainly would clear your sinuses out.
It's funny you say that because during the sea, that's what I would do. I'd be like, I can still smell it. We're okay.
Yep. Helps alertness and energy, fevers and hot flashes, burns and sunburns. There is a DIY spray you can make which has peppermint, lavender, and another oil in it that you can use after sunburn to help cool.
I can see that.
And it's uplifting and invigorating, so it helps with mood. What was the one? It's the one there that was going to elaborate on. That'll come back to me. Oh well. Okay. More questions in there. Very interesting. Meg. Let's see, Bugsy. No, not during the sea, but 2018, I was sick over Christmas. And a really bad respiratory infection. And I diffused a blend that has the peppermint oil in it. And usually I'm congested all night when I'm sick. I could breathe all night. Unfortunately, it's one oil that I'm out of, so I need to order. I'll talk about that on another. So other people know you have it on.
It's not super strong.
No, it's
like
not.
Peppermint especially.
It's not that strong. Plus, like when you use it, it evaporates quickly. You still get the effect, but it evaporates. So it's not like you're going to go for hours with smelling like a peppermint. It does smell.
My favorite thing to do with the peppermint oil is spray a bottle with a little bit of peppermint because I'm allergic to aerosols. So that's my psh. It smells delicious.
Oh,
and,
no.
I was going to say, and you know that Poubigon or whatever that they sell? I'm sure that's what it is.
I made my own potpourri to take on the cruise. Mine had spearmint and a couple other in it, but that's what I used. And in fact, I used it today because I went to the bathroom here and somebody had been in there. It's like, okay, because I don't use Febreze. I don't use Febreze because it's got chemicals. I don't use candles because that's soot and whatever chemicals in that goes in the air. I don't use the plug-ins because that's more chemicals going in the air. I tried to rid my place of toxins, and I use a diffuser. I showed a picture, but I have one up here. I'll plug it for a second.
I found a diffuser for the car on Amazon, and I was like, yeah, I got to get one of those.
I have a couple different styles for the car.
Well, we know why, because I had the watermelon incident 2 years ago.
I don't know if they still have this one, but this one's called a Luminosa. I have one that's called a Brevi, and then I have one that is like the one that I showed in that video. Were you guys able to hear me in that video?
I was coming up the stairs, so I wasn't really paying attention.
I was hoping people would hear me with stuff.
People tell me. I'll have to rewatch it.
Yeah. I hope you were able to hear me when I was talking about the stuff during I made it into a video, but then it was going to go too fast, so I just kind of showed it a clip at a time. A lot of the diffusers now, they have different settings. This one has 2 hours, 4 hours, and 10 hours. But the 10-hour one, it comes on for 5 minutes, goes off for 5 minutes, comes on for 5 minutes, goes off. And they also have a light, but you can turn the light off. Nice. And it's just it's an ultrasonic mist that's coming out.
Cool.
Well, it says I'm very sensitive to perfumes and smelly things, so it's interesting. Yeah, my friend. This friend's also named Troy. I have like 4 friends named Troy. My first friend named Troy also came down one time, and we went to we had a store that sold essential oils, and I used to have a bunch of this other store's essential oils. But after you've been around the pure ones and walked into that one,
you're like
instantly hard to breathe, headache, because a lot of the ones have additives in them. They only have to have 3% pure oil in them to be called a pure oil.
And that's the trick again.
That's how stuff you get up on Amazon, stuff you get, over the counter. They only have to have 3% pure oil in them for them to be labeled pure. This is 100% pure. This has no additive. It has no, like, some of them can have 3% of an oil in them and have the rest be a filler, like a carrier oil or whatever.
Sorry, I didn't mean to sneeze.
But I didn't think I would react as bad as I did, but we went into that one store and it was like, whoa. Candles clog up my nose.
It gives me a migraine. Yep. That smell. Oh. Where's the Yankee candles? You should Yankee it out of their candles, is what I call it.
I will do lavender. It was my next one to do, but then I'm thinking maybe I should do. Maybe I'll stick to lavender for the next one. I was thinking doing something more. But I could do that another week. Or maybe I should do that the end of January to prepare for Valentine's Day. Maybe the lotions and potions you can make. We'll see. I have to come up with something for the next week or two. Yes, you could hear me talking. Okay, good.
Thank God. Thank you, Tommy. I'm glad that where I work, they changed it to no perfume because, when people have a smell and then you're like, I don't know if you're sick. Sometimes when people are sick, you can actually smell sick. I don't know if you can, but.
Well, you said the one father came in with cologne on. You couldn't even do your voice that night that you were.
No. I lost my voice. It was that bad. My body was like trying to figure out. So I sat outside for 20 minutes in the cold. And cold air is hard to breathe when you can't breathe.
If we order through you like Avon do, you get credit for these sales. I'll explain in just a moment how to do that. I'm not sure right now if they're going to give me credit. I'm supposed to because I've been inactive, which means I haven't put an order in for over a year, but with things going on, I couldn't afford it.
There might be a loophole because of that.
But we can try.
Yeah.
So what I will do, I'm going to do the share thing again.
Share.
So hopefully everybody can see that. Up at the top, so this I'm referencing U.S. website. If you want to go, if people are on the Canadian thing, they can go to the Canada English or Canada French. I'm going to continue with the U.S.
Yeah.
And you go continue. Now this is tricky because, okay, if you want to view the different products and oils, you go over to the word shop here, but it's tricky to get from shop over to here. So there's the essential oils. There's single oils, which in the U.S., the peppermint is listed under single oils over in this column. In Canada, is listed under natural health products in this column. So we go to the single oils, click on there. These are done, they're done alphabetically. So I think it's, you can scan through them.
Or you can see there's even the small bottle. You can see the bottles, what they look like.
You can see that that's a 5 ml. This is a 15 ml.
That's nice. At least
the touch ones are the ones that they're already diluted, and they're the roller bottle ones.
Yeah.
I believe the peppermint is on the third page when I was looking.
Is it alphabetical order?
Yeah, alphabetical order. Well, you can choose. You can sort
Oh, okay.
A to Z or Z to A or by cost or whatever.
Most popular.
So remember, this is U.S. So the 15 ml bottle is $32. Wholesale is $24. Now there's where I mixed up the beadlets. So the beadlets U.S. are $18.67 retail. If you have a membership wholesale, it's $14. Now, if you wanted to order something, and there's the touch, it's $21.33 retail, $16 wholesale. If you want to order them, then you go say, okay, I want to add them to the bag. So you want to order that, add it to a bag. So go to bag there, or you can go up in the corner here, and you can review your order. And then there it says you can continue as guests and check out,
Or create
or
an account.
create an account.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Now, if you do it this way to get a membership, you're going to pay the US with $35.
Yeah.
You're going to pay the $35 for your membership on top of the price of the oil.
But then you'll get another oil.
But when you do renew your membership, you will get another oil.
Okay. So there we go. It's an investment oil.
Yeah. So by getting a membership, you're going to save $8 on that oil. You're going to save 25% on discount on all products that you order.
Nice.
If you order over 100 PV, which is point value, and I'll explain that in a second,
Okay.
you get free shipping. And the PV is a loyalty rewards point program. So everything you buy has a point system on it. So you collect the points and you can go back on another order and you go, oh, I've got, like right now I looked at my thing, I have 222 points. I can spend that 222 points on if I order stuff on another oil or I can on a different product.
Yeah.
So if you just go straight ahead this way, you create an account, whatever, you're going to pay the $35 membership. Or if you're willing to spend a little bit more money, you can go over to here where it says Kit and Collections. Go back over to Shop and you go down to Kit and Collections and go flip. Hey. You gotta get up. Nope. And I go up to enrollment kits. Now, yes, these look pricey. However, if you're going to get a membership, this is going to save you money. Let's run the Aroma Essentials collection. Let's take that for example. It's $155 wholesale, right? You're getting a diffuser, and you're getting 10 5 ml bottles of oil for that price.
Yeah.
Plus, as an enrollment kit, you're getting your membership free in that price there.
Nice. I'll take the kit. I like the kit. I like that idea. Then you could just give a
That's a
try.
Healthy Habits kit. This one's got supplements and this cream here, this blue, deep blue, is. I'm not going to compare it to an A535, but it smells almost similar.
It has that distinctive smell.
But you use it as a muscle rub kind of thing.
Yeah.
You have a Healthy Start kit. You know, I'm above the oil collector's kit, but that's way in my budget.
Yeah. That's a whole.
You have one heck of a kit yourself.
Yep. I've collected oils over the years. I've collected diffusers over the years. I have several of those. But like when you go through, you review order, and then if you create an account, we'll say we'll check out as guests. This is we're not going to get a membership. And it shows you there. You proceed to checkout, and then it's going to ask you for your, how you're paying. Oh, you can even pay it through PayPal. Look at that. they ask you how you pay and then your delivery information, etc. Or you want to save on that. If you get to that point, you think, oh, maybe I do want a membership. You can go back there up here and
Yeah.
but that's now if you want to go through me, the only thing there is I can do the order, but I need to get rid of this page. I would need to get your information. So, oops, forgot to do this. Show it across the bottom. You can email me at michaelandspoiledmama@gmail.com, and we can do it that way. It just means that I would need to get your mailing information. I would need to get how you're paying for it, and it would be sent to you. But then I would get what I get is at this point in time, I get extra points.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I built up stuff again. At one point I had 15 or 16 people under me that were ordering, but everybody kind of didn't want to do a monthly order, even though they only had to do a minimal order. And if anybody wants to become a member of that, I can explain what that part is. But you only have to do a minimal order monthly, and it could be something like a lip balm that's I think it's $6 or $8. I forget what it is, American to Canadian, but you can do that. You can put something in that, okay, I'll send this to me monthly. So I decide, you decide you want to do the Lifelong Vitality supplement. You could leave that in there in your order to send it to you every month because, okay, I want that coming in every month. But it's emailing me at michaelandspoiledmama@gmail.com if you want to do an order that way. And we can talk about how to do it. And I would need to get, information where to send it and how you're paying for it. And it has to be, that way it would have to be credit card because I can't do a PayPal through. But it would be kept private. Like I have a book here that has all my other members that join and their membership numbers and their passwords. So if they call me up, message me and go, I forget how to get in and do that. I can say, well, your ID number is this and your password was this. This is how you get in there.
That's perfect.
So, you want to think about it for now, people, and just do it as a guest if you want to order it, or you decide you want to do the membership thing. And the other thing is you can also, sometimes they'll ask you in there if you want to, a certain wellness advocate or whatever, find me a wellness advocate. You could probably give the name there, or my ID number, brain fart, my ID number, and then not quite $1.1 thing. It's close, Michelle, but it's not quite. But,
oh, Meg, you're on fire. I'm typing as she's typing.
yeah, she's.
I was on fire.
If you're trying to do an order, whether you want to do it through, so I get credit for it, you want to do it through me that way, or you want my number to tell them to credit me. There is in the bottom right-hand corner when you're doing the order, or you're going through that, there's a little purple bar that says live chat, and you can click on that, and one of their people will chat with you and help you do the process, or you say you want to, there's a particular person that you want. And yes, it is what they call a multi-level marketing thing. I don't care if I don't make big money. I just, I like to help people out with the oils, people that are looking for a more natural thing. And in turn, if it helps me get some more points, or may help me get a little on the side, if I got to that point, that would be great. But it's like trying to do the YouTube thing. It's going to be a lot of work for any of us get up to the point, we're going to be monetized.
I like what Crystal asked you.
Right now,
What?
right now, I'm getting the experience. I'm getting the subscribers. I'm getting hours here. If people order and I get credit for it, then it's points that I can spend on oils that I can share and say, oh, I got this new product that came out, or I got, I can help educate. That's what I'm going to do. My goal over the next 12 months is help educate. And then we might do some of the cooking things that have essential oils in them. I might do some DIY projects. Like if you want to make Play-Doh,
Oh, yes.
1 drop of of essential oil in the Play-Doh, and it's not a toxic thing that the kids are going to be playing with. You could put you could put lavender in it, and that would help calm your child as they play with the Play-Doh kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! Well, hello, my friend Troy, if you're watching.
Crystal says, do you get to make a percentage if somebody
Works under you.
Hey, saw your video tonight. Great job. I'm trying to be, because there's things we can say and can't say. It's like being in YouTube. You got to watch what you're saying. You don't want to say the C word. You don't want to say. We say it doesn't. Oils do not cure. It helps your body do the stuff. And I said that. So if I said anything that's a no, I will try to correct it. But I'm doing my best. I'm a little rusty.
You can practice with us.
Yep, and that's the thing. I'm gonna practice with you guys and educate you guys on a little. I was lucky. I got these pages. Like these come up on Pinterest too. If you type in the oil.
Yeah.
In the Pinterest pages, or if you just Google doTERRA peppermint essential oil, you watch, you can get these pages to come up. I was lucky to be able to get a binder with most of them in it, and then the other ones I've just kind of brought up on my computer and then printed them off. So, LOL, somebody's watching me. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Okay, speaking of
Yep,
practice and loose, I'm going to let you go.
I've warmed up.
All warmed up. I feel like I smell delicious. I smell like an edible Halloween or candy.
Those black bean brownies I've made? You
Sorry,
can put a drop
it's
of
like
peppermint.
kryptonite.
You can put a drop of peppermint oil or wild orange in those black bean brownies for added kick.
I could see that.
And also in the description, I had done a video a while ago about the different oils. Like it's poor quality because it's done without the webcam. It's done with a computer camera and stuff like that. But it's got a lot of the same information, so I've got that in the description if anybody wants to watch that and get a little refresher. It's a short, condensed version of what we talked about here. You're welcome for the information. I know you wouldn't know if I said anything wrong, but if somebody was another wellness advocate or somebody worked for doTERRA and I said something that wasn't right, that I can get in trouble for not watching what I say. But any questions, you can email me, myplansquadmom@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you. Hello, Troy Maintenance Guy. It's another one of my friend Troy's.
It's raining Troy's.
I have four friend Troy's. I only had one friend Troy up until YouTube. Now I got 3 more friend Troy's. So
Nothing wrong with that.
nothing wrong with that.
I'll let you go.
I'll see you in 4
See you
minutes.
soon, beautiful people.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm going to go back here. Oops, now I got to go over to this thing. We'll go back here and find that link. And
Meg highlighted it.
Or
Yep.
I sent you
I'll
private.
pin it to the top there.
Yeah, that's my StreamYard one.
Okay. Goodbye, beautiful people. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, we collect Troys around here. Yeah, apparently we do. And one's keeping an eye on me. So I'm trying to behave myself for now. Oh, that was my t-shirt my friend mine made. It goes with my spoil yourself for life. That's why I got trying to keep something close with it. Michael and spoiled mama, so that's kind of where this came from. Anybody got any more questions about that? Next week, what have we got? How many more weeks we got here? I'm gonna bring up my calendar. 1 second. I gotta move that. I want the calendar. Come on. So, over the next 2 weeks, let's have to see what I'm going to do next week. We got 2 weeks to fill in there, and then the 9th, might as well mention that here, the 9th of February, my live stream will be part of the beginning of the Helping Hands for Cruising Cruise-a-thon, so we can raise more funds so that we can send more people on one of those cruises. And I will have a little highlight thing of my cruise and some pictures of Kenny in there. I think you've seen a few of the pictures of Kenny in there from his first cruise, on the inaugural cruise. And we have 4 recipients going on the March cruise. We have James and Cindy Catnese, and we have Scott and Amber Hicks from Kicking It Country. And these people have well deserved it, and we want to be able to send more people on cruises that, whether they be financially or physically challenged, we'll put it that way. Give them a chance to go on a cruise. And I know that there's a few people that I've been having in my head that, maybe I will nominate them, because there's a few people that I know haven't been on a cruise and that I think they might deserve a cruise, but keeping them in mind right now. So we got 1 more minute. Yep, woohoo, cruise-a-thon. And if there's anybody that wants to help out and do part of the section of the cruise-a-thon, contact Meg. I think it's Meg and Crystal, but Crystal's away, so send an email to Meg. Meg, you want to put your email in there quickly before we close down for them to contact you if they want to do a section. It's only going to be going, I think, 4 till midnight on the Thursday, and the Friday too, Meg? I know the Saturday and Sunday are going to be 8 a.m. till midnight. Yep, email her at megsfuntime22@gmail.com. You see that one right there? If you want to be part of the cruise-a-thon, I'll leave that up there. So if you want to be part of the cruise-a-thon, email Meg. Otherwise, we're going to go over and to a raid to Call Me Bees. The times there are Thursday, 4 p.m. till 12 a.m. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 8 a.m. till 12. Okay. Thank you very much, Meg. So if you want to catch that, I'll see you over at Bees. Thank you for your patience and helping me get back in the education group with the oils. And if you're interested, like I said, send me an email. We can work things out, and I can help you through the process. Love you all. Bye for now.